Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at the index match formula, and we're going to be looking specifically at when you have two variables that you want to look up against. So in this example here we have a list of customers in which the same customer can appear multiple times with different types of fruit attached to the same customer number. This is a really useful formula if you're doing any type of text analytics where the export from the system gives you multiple themes against the same customer ID. Here on the first sheet we have the format in which we want it to be presented. So we want to see easily each of the customer numbers and which of the fruits apply to each of them. So here's the formula. It starts with index. This basically just means the text that you want it to pull through if it finds a match. So for ease of checking this at the end, we're just going to get it to pull through the fruit type if it finds a match. We want to lock this reference, so if we press Command T on a Mac, that locks the cell reference. The next part of the formula is match. So these are the different items or variables that you want it to be looking for. So for this first one, it's looking for customer 111, and we want to freeze the column A reference so that it's always looking for the customer number. Then because we want it to be looking for two variables, we type and then we select the second variable, which is along the top, so we freeze the row reference. Then we need to tell it where to look for these values, so we go back into the second sheet. Now we select the corresponding columns of data. So for the first one it's the customer numbers, and for the second one it's the fruit type. And we do the same thing again, separating them with and. Finally, we need to say what type of match we need. So for this one we need exact match, which is 0. Then as always we close our brackets. So in this case we had two open, so we closed them. And then because it's an array function, we have to enter the array. So Control Shift Enter. And then you'll see the squiggly brackets. That is the most basic version of the formula. If we pull it across, we can see that it pulls through the corresponding fruit, but it also has the It's NAs, of course fine to leave it like this, but if you add an if error to the start, it makes it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to look at. We add quotation marks at the end, which means if it doesn't find a match, it'll just pull through a blank cell. And this time, if we drag it along, we can see that orange and melon both have blank cells. So if we have a quick look at how our cell locking works in this, you can see for this cell B2 that is looking up customer number 111 and apple, and if it finds a match it pulls through apple. In the cell E4 we can see that it's looking for customer number 113 and kiwi, and if it finds both of these it pulls through kiwi. So if we do a quick check of how the formula worked, we can see that customer 111 should have apple, pear and kiwi. Then customer 112 should have orange, pear and melon. And 115 should have apple and orange. So that's it for today. Hope it was useful. And as always, if you have any questions, let me know below.